Welcome back. Well, there's a humanitarian crisis unfolding in East Africa. Locusts in numbers they haven't been seen in 70 years. Fears they could spread right through the continent and, of course, endangering food supplies there as well. Silvio Dorati from World Vision has been there and joins us now. Silvio, thanks for your time. Talk us through the extent of the problem and how much of an issue this is as well in Africa, of course, that it's endangering food supplies.
Well, this is one in a 70 years type of event. We haven't seen something like this for about 70 years, and it's quite extensive. We have seen locusts coming into Somalia and then moving into Kenya and Tanzania, and more recently Uganda as well, and of course in Ethiopia, where I was recently visiting. And yes, so far they have they have destroyed about 400,000 hectares with their voracity, eating all the crops and all destroying trees, and they have also destroyed pasture land. So it is affecting a lot of people on the ground. We are probably estimating approximately 30 million people that are now facing food shortages for the coming months.
Yeah, so talk us through the impact here. I think locusts, for a lot of us, people think of the biblical plague and something that might be inconvenient, but it's the voracious appetite. They can chew through crops at an incredible rate. How long can it take for a farmer's annual yield to go by in waste?
It can take not very long. A typical swarm is about 40 square kilometers in size, so they're really, really huge. They can move at 150 kilometers in a day, and just 1 square kilometer of locust counts approximately 150 million individuals, and in a day they will destroy the equivalent of what 35,000 people could eat in the same time. So that's why the people, children on the ground, they are now facing really a dire situation and food shortages.
Can you walk us through what's prompted this? Just digging down into what you were saying before, it seems like they've had unseasonably wet weather, and does that mean that this is going to be really hard to tackle?
Yeah, there were a number of weather events that have triggered this migration. We believe they migrated from the Arab Peninsula and into Djibouti and then Somalia on the Horn of Africa. And that was caused by prolonged droughts in East Africa, and then followed by flooding, as well as a tropical cyclone making landfall in Somalia. So a number of weather events that have triggered this incredible migration.
And so what can be done in Africa? It seems like they're not really known for having the most responsive governments there, but is there any work on the ground to try and help people dealing with this?
Yes, the governments are making some efforts, particularly with aerial spraying of pesticides to try to curb the impact. World Vision is participating at the moment in an interagency meeting in Ethiopia, coordinated by the Food and Agriculture Organization. We're trying to work together with all the other agencies. This is of such a magnitude that we can't just do things by ourselves. And we are probably hoping to get experts from pest control type of experts and scientists to support us. We're trying to make connections because being so unique once in a 70 years type of event, we do really need some additional support. And yeah, we're continuing to work with farmers on the ground. This is unfortunately undoing a lot of the work we have done in the past, supporting farmer agriculture and livelihoods. And this is not only affecting food shortage, but also the income of these farmers, and as a result, they also lose access or the ability to pay for basic services such as health and education.
Pretty heartbreaking for a lot of people there. I know World Vision trying to help so people can donate there. Some other charities involved as well in trying to address the situation. Silvio Dorati from World Vision, thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me.